And the next sequential type is range. Range is a function which is used to generate the sequence numbers, which is used to generate the sequence of numbers. So it is using to generate a sequence of numbers. So which generates a sequence of numbers means if you want to list of numbers, so without typing, for example, I need to mention one sequence of numbers of list, like from 1 to 100, I need to create a list. So instead of typing list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, like that, just you mention the range method. So generally, range method will return the object of range itself. So it accepts an integers only and returns the range object. It returns range object. So it is also interview question. So what is the return type of range method? You said that range. Then what about Python 2? In Python 2, the range method, it returns a list. It returns the list. So in Python 2, range method is having the return type is list. When it comes to Python 3 version, means 3 point anything, 3.1, 3.2 or 3.7 or 3.8, whatever it may be, in version 3, the range is returning range object itself. So here the syntax is you need to mention the start value from which number you're supposed to start, and stop where you're supposed to stop, and step means it is incrementing. It is incrementing the values. So for example, I will check it. So so here I am checking that some range of 1 comma 10. If I set range of 1 comma 10, it generates the sequence of 1 to 10, but directly it doesn't show. You need to store it in some way, some r equal to range of 1 comma 10. If I type r, it will show range of 1 comma 10. So simply it is generating a sequence. It is generating a sequence. If I type of r, it is showing range. It is showing range. So actually r is a range object. It contains the values from 1 to 10. So this object can be utilized to create the object of either tuple or list. For example, some t1 equal to tuple of r, So actually r is object of range. R is object of range. If I mention t1, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 is not included. It is excluding 10. So it is generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So range method is generating on sequence. So wherever you want, you can utilize it, either in tuple or either in list also. If I want to prepare list, go with list. Some LST equal to list of R. So when I execute it, I'm getting, if I type LST, we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So both outputs are same. Here and here, both outputs are same. Only the difference is here we are having braces, here we are having square braces. So the list, the sequence which is in square brackets, we say that it is a list. The sequences which are in brackets, we say that it is a tuple. So if you want to create empty tuple, so simply we say that t1 equal to brackets. So type of t1. tuple. So for empty list, some LST equal to square brackets. For empty tuple, some T1 equal to normal brackets. So this is about range method. And if I want to generate only even numbers, I want to generate only even numbers from 1 to 100, from 1 to 100 even numbers. So then what you do? Instead of typing 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, that simply you generate one range. For example, I will go with ELST. ELST means even list equal to list of range of between 1 to 101. I am taking, sorry, from 2 to 101 I am taking. Why? Because 100 also even. Step 2. So when I type ELST, I will get even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like that up to 100. If I said list of range of 2, 100, then 100 is not included. It will take up to 98 only. So that's why I mentioned here range of 2, 101, 2. Same like that, if you want to generate odd numbers also, you can generate it. Okay, so this is about sequence types. So this is about range method. So range method is used to generate a sequence of numbers. And the return type of range method is range object. So what about in Python 2? In Python 2, it returns list. But in Python 3, it returns range. So it is an interview question. So some interviews, they may ask this one also. So this is about range method. So this is up to sequence types. And next we're having mapping type. So mapping type comes under mapping types, we get dictionary. So if you discuss remaining these all things, then this built-in data types is completed. These data types also call it as a data structures. So if someone asks what are the data structures in Python, you can say that numbers, list, tuple, dictionary, set, these all things. We can say that main data structures. Okay, so today we'll conclude the class. If you have any doubts, please mention in chat box. I will clarify. Yeah, so the syntax of range is the syntax of range is this one. So we know that range method is generating a sequence of numbers. So if your syntax of range contains 3 parts: start, stop, and step. So from which number you supposed to start, mention the start value. Up to where, mention the stop. And step is nothing but generating the next number. For example, if I mention the starting value from 1, stop from 100 to 100. So 1 to 100. So it generates the numbers from 1 to 99 by excluding stop. And third option is step. Step is nothing but getting the next element by increasing the step value. So in example, I said that step value is 2. means it generated 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 like that. So that is based on the thing. So range is having 3 parameters. The starting parameter is optional and step is also optional, but stop is compulsory. If I mentioned range of 100, just range of 100, then it will take the values from 0 to 99. So why? Because start is optional. So stop is compulsory. To generate the range, stop is compulsory. So for example, if I mention some t equal to list of or else tuple of range of 100. So here 100 is defining stop value, not start value. Start and step both are optional. If you mention like this, it generates a sequence of 100 numbers. If I mention t, we'll get 0 to 99. 0 to 99. So this is the syntax of range. So start, stop, step means how many values you need to generate. From where? If you didn't mention any value of start, by default it will take 0 from 0 up to is mentioned through stop. Up to 100 I mentioned. So 0 to 99 it will take. And from 0 to 99, if you require even numbers or odd numbers are divisible by 5 or divisible by 3, then you go with step. For example, I want to take the values of which incrementing by 5. So if I want to generate the values which is divisible by 5, simply you say that step 5. For example, I will mention that one from some LST equal to, so list of range of 0 comma 100 comma 5 means it generates the value between 0 to 100 and step by 5 means 0, 5, 10, 15 like that you will take. So if I mentioned LST, it gets like this 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 up to 95 we got. If I included 101 also, then up to 100 you can take. It will generate up to 100. So it generated up to 100. So this is about syntax of range method. So still any doubts? So if you put 100, it will take up to 99 only. Why? Because stop is excluded. In syntax, stop value is excluded. If I mention 100, it will take up to 99 only. That's why I mentioned 101. So up to 100 it will take. Last value will not consider. So it is also important thing. So why? Because in competitive exams, so generally if you are attending any interview, initially they will go with screening test. So in screening test, they will ask such type of questions. So they will mention range of 0, 100. So what are the, or else 0, 10. What are the values it will generate? They will give the options like from 0 to 9, from 0 to 10. So you need to choose 0 to 9 only. Why? Because the last element stop is excluded. So if I mention range of 0, 100, it will take the values from 0 to 99 only. Okay. So still any doubts? Okay. So after completion of these data types, you are having one simple objective type of test is there. So totally we'll get 3 tests. So one for data structures and another test for programming, which is having programming part. And finally, one more test will be there. So I'm planning to go with, yes, if you put negative values, you need to check it. So if I mention negative values, you need to check that one. For example, if I mention some LST equal to list of range of some starting value, I mentioned 0 and ending value mention 100, minus 100. Instead of 100, I mentioned minus 100. What will happen? Nothing is happened. So if I mention some LST equal to the range of 0, 100, minus 2, if I mention, nothing is there. Yeah, we got minus 2, minus 4, minus 6. If I mentioned step, then I'm getting up to minus 100, means excluding up to minus 98. So if I didn't mention the step, then it generating nothing is generating, simply empty list. So you should keep in mind that if list is having range of negative value, start is empty, optional, you don't need to mention. Stop, I mentioned minus 100, then it generates empty list. But if I mentioned step value, if it is having positive, then also we can't get anything. Sorry, from minus 100 to 1, I'm getting 0, 1. So if you mentioned step value, then only you will get values. Here I mentioned list range of minus 100, 2, minus 100, minus 98. So if I mention 2, sorry. So 99, 98, 97, 96, like that I'm getting negative values I'm getting. So if I mention minus 2, so it is not working properly. Actually, suppose to take negative of 2 value. But whatever it may be, it is taking minus 1 only. It is taking negative of 1 only. So whatever it may be the negative value if you mentioned, by taking minus 1, it is given the list. So without step, if you mention negative, it doesn't return anything. Simply it is returning empty. So if step value is there, then whatever it may be you mentioned as step value negative or positive, negative or positive, if you mention step, then it works like that. So it is decreasing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, like that up to 1 we are getting. So there is a chance to ask this type of questions also in complicated interviews. So you should practice these all things, then only we can get new ideas. Okay, so this is about negative values. So simply you mention negative, we can't get anything. With step only you will get some type of results. Okay, if you mention the step as positive value or negative value, so by providing negative, sorry, comma, by providing negative we are getting negative index. So by providing positive also same. So simply it will generate negative values up to 0, sorry, up to 1 we are getting. After 0 I'm getting 1. So irrespective of step value, whether it is positive or 0 value. So step value 0 if you mention, so same thing, just if you mention the step, it will generate the values irrespective of step value, either positive or negative or 0 also. So if I mentioned range of minus 10, 0, so I'm getting minus 10, minus 9, minus 8, 7 up to minus 1. So same 1 also, if you mention 1, same output, but only the thing is -1, 0 also I'm getting. If I mention -5, so sorry, the first one I need to keep. So first one it is taking comma, I need to take some -10, then -1. Okay. So you need to check these all things. You need to check it, then we can get the elements. Okay. So still any doubts is there? Okay. So today we'll wind up the session, and tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock, same will start the class. Okay. Thank you.